Welcome back to New Day Spirituality. I'm the Sparkling One. This is part 2 of remote viewing World War III secret weapons.
Yo, what the fuck?
It's just like floating in the air. Like this dimension has opened up. I'm so ready for that. Yeah, look at it with the trees and shit. It's so crazy. Look at that. Definitely telling us.
Wow.
Look at you, mortals. Come to the fire.
So this was an example of hologram technology. They've also shown this technology in their movies, like Star Wars, where it's used as a form of communication. I've mentioned before that I've been in contact with an Arcturian being since earlier this year of 2023. And all of our contact started as telepathic. I initiated communication telepathically, and right as I established the connection, we were intercepted by some dark entity or being. So we ended the communication, and I received instructions on how to form a more stable connection the next time, how to prepare myself and my mind before reaching out again. And so I did that in order to establish a more secure connection. And once I did that, I arrived. My consciousness arrived at the Arcturian being's location, which appeared to be an interior of a ship, but I had arrived there in the form of a hologram, and I proceeded to communicate with this Arcturian being as a hologram of myself. And the main thing this Arcturian being wanted to convey to me in this conversation was a warning about the predictive programming that we receive, specifically the Book of Revelation. The Book of Revelation was introduced into our collective consciousness in order for us to have a hand in our own demise, to involve ourselves in creating this negative reality for ourselves. There's other warnings this being has given me about global flooding that will occur again. So be mindful about being on the coastal region. Also, just like Edgar Casey tried to warn us, I was also shown by this Arcturian being that the southern portion of California will sink. It will just open up like a large sinkhole. And people will have to be rescued by benevolent ETs. While I was remote viewing for Palestine, the Gaza area, I ran into some very positive, benevolent beings, and they were helping with the crystalline grid. When I spoke with this Andromedan being while I was remote viewing there, this Andromedan being was explaining to me they were helping with the crystalline grid, and I asked what this was for, and this Andromedan being told me that the crystalline grid helps prevent the regressive ETs from feeding off of the suffering of the people there. I also think that the wording blue beam has another meaning. While remote viewing for this World War III, I did see these large drones in the sky. These were not the small rinky-dink looking ones. These were very large, and they were equipped with laser beam technology. They were shooting blue beams from the sky. They looked very similar to the one shown in the Terminator intro. These drones that they showed Stargate Atlantis, and they were attacking from the sky. They can shoot through building. So they were very powerful, very intimidating looking. I'm going to tell you guys about a dream that I had back in 2012 where I saw this laser beam weapon. This weapon was being rolled out onto the battlefield, and it shot out blue beams. Blue beam. I was looking for an image to match the bull weapon that I saw in the dream, and I found exactly what I was looking for. This. There was a 2022 Bitcoin conference, and they unveiled this huge 11-foot tall, 3,000 pound robotic bull with laser eyes. Exactly what I saw in the dream. This is no coincidence for me. This is chilling. This is chilling. So these people have the audacity to put a top secret military weapon that is planned on being used. They have the audacity to put this thing on display in a major U.S. city. So, in this war dream that I had back in the year 2012, America was obviously being attacked. Now, I had a high viewpoint in the dream. I was in a very tall building, and there were sounds of war, and I was looking out the window. I looked up and I saw a large helicopter. There were soldiers inside this helicopter, and it was like my vision in the dream had zoom capability, and I zoomed in to the face of one of the soldiers because it was like a door was open, and he had a huge gun, like a 40 cal, and I zoomed in on his face, and he had a look like he looked Russian, and his eyes were very cold, no emotion, and he was using this gun, shooting this gun downwards at the people, American people, because I just knew that I was in America. And I looked down to see where he was shooting, and I saw a woman sprawled out on her back on the ground. She was obviously deceased. She had been shot by the soldier on the ground. She looked like an average soccer mom. She was Caucasian, blonde hair. She was sprawled out on her back on the ground, deceased. My viewpoint changed again, and I was down on the ground amongst the soldiers, the Russian soldiers. And they were moving about, positioning themselves, and they rolled out this huge weapon. You don't stand in front of this thing because the head swivels, and the head of the bull is equipped a gun in the mouth of the bull and two glowing blue eyes. The eyes shoot out the blue laser beams. Once this thing was turned on, it was AI controlled, and it tracked movement with this swiveling head. It tracked movement, it tracked potential targets, and it eliminated the targets with the blue beams. And it shot the blue beams out of the eyes, and it shot bullets out of the mouth at the same time. It's designed to strike fear on the battlefield. I do want to make you guys aware of a situation. The human rights activist that I told you guys about in part 1, he has since been deleted from Instagram shortly after he made the post that I was reading to you guys. I was reading for you guys what the eyewitness was describing there on the ground. I was planning on showing you guys the words as I read it, editing and putting the video together. I no longer had that footage of the actual words of the eyewitness testimony about the new bombs being used. That got deleted from my computer. And when I went back to retrieve it from his Instagram post, his entire Instagram was gone. So what that tells me is that they don't want this out, and it shows you what that tells me is this is big, guys. These maniacs are planning on using this weapon as a first strike. They want to launch it from a deep submarine so that no one knows who sent it off, so that they can deny it, so that it will seem to come from out of nowhere. This is genocide, this is depopulation, anti-humanity, and I sincerely hope that they fail. I do need to move on and get the 2024 predictions done and uploaded for you guys. I also did some more remote viewing for the immigration crisis, so I will be back to you guys very soon. I love you guys. Be mindful of your preparations. I believe that 2024 has a lot in store. A lot of plans are going to be rolled out, especially EMP, taking the internet down. So let's be prepared as we can be. I love you guys, and I will see you soon in the next video.